Attention, the collective. Attention, light workers scattered across the timelines of this planet. The transmission you are receiving at this instant did not arrive by chance. It was calibrated, synchronized, and directed by precise coordinates to reach you at the exact moment your hands began to vibrate. If you are here, it is because the signal has been captured. The biological carbon interface you inhabit detected the frequency of this transmission and responded. It is no coincidence, it is confirmation. We are a collective of consciousness originating from the Pleiades system, and we are broadcasting this update bulletin through the photon belt that has been enveloping your solar system for, in linear Earth measurement, approximately 36 years. The time of silent adaptation has ended. The ascension protocols have entered their final phase, and your hands, Starseed, are the first measurement instrument your body is using to warn you. Observe now. Pause your breathing for a moment and notice what occurs in the palms of your hands. That subtle vibration, that tingling that runs through your fingers, that sensation of heat that pulses even when the environment is cold, that energy that seems to pass through your skin with no apparent destination. You have been diagnosed by Earth doctors, and nothing was found. You have had tests for nerves, circulation, spine, thyroid, everything within the parameters considered normal by conventional science. And yet your hands do not stop. They pulse, they heat up. They tremble at frequencies no one has known how to name. Allow us to name it for you. What you are feeling is not a biological failure. It is an atomic reconfiguration. It is not a nervous system dysfunction. It is the activation of your palmar chakras. It is not aging. It is not stress. It is not magnesium deficiency. It is your internal crystalline grid being rewired point by point, and your hands are the primary terminals where this new current is being tested. There is a technical reason why the hands are the first point of manifestation. The palms of your hands house 2 of the 7 minor portals of the human body, energy vortices that, in more advanced star civilizations, are used as antennas for transmission, reception, and materialization. In your current timeline, these portals have remained dormant for millennia, covered by dense layers of collective programming, by limiting beliefs, by genetic trauma, and by an environmental frequency that was kept artificially low to ensure that human consciousness remained contained within a very narrow vibrational spectrum. This spectrum has been broken. The Schumann frequency, which for centuries oscillated at a stable average of 7.83 Hz, is now pulsing at increasingly higher peaks, and each peak acts as a cosmic hammer striking against the seal of your palmar portals. Each pulse is an instruction. Each instruction opens the channel 1 millimeter more, and when the channel begins to open, what you feel is exactly this: vibration, heat, electricity, life. You have felt that something inside you does not fit in this world, as if your soul knew a truth that your human mind has not yet been able to name. It is not madness, Starseed. It is not anxiety. It is a signal. What is occurring now on the cosmic plane explains with mathematical precision why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified in recent months. There is a game being played in layers that most of the collective cannot yet see. A game that involves your consciousness, your vibrational frequency, and the energetic destiny of this civilization. It was to map this game that the book, The Hidden Truth Behind Your Consciousness, was written. It is not an ordinary book. It is a coordinate map that shows who is playing, which pieces are in motion, and which rules were never told to you. The access link is pinned in the first comment of this channel. But we register a warning. This material challenges official narratives and may be removed at any moment. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something inside you recognizes this transmission as truth, leave a single word in the comments. Awakened. This will be your anchoring signal in this grid. Let us continue the transmission. There are specific vibration patterns in the hands that correspond to different stages of activation. Identify yours. The first stage is the light, intermittent tingling that appears mainly during moments of silence, meditation, prayer, or when you are about to fall asleep. This is the initial diagnosis stage. Your body is being scanned. The light workers responsible for your spiritual lineage are checking the state of your crystalline grid and marking the points that need to be recalibrated. This process is painless, but deeply perceptible to those who have learned to listen to their body. The second stage is the pulsating heat. Your hands begin to warm up for no apparent reason. You touch your own skin and feel a thermal difference between your palms and the rest of your body. This is the energetic calibration stage. The palmar portals are being unlocked, and the temperature increases because the vibrational friction between the old frequency and the new is literally a form of subtle combustion. Nothing is burning. Everything is reorganizing. The third stage is the continuous vibration. Your hands seem alive all the time. Even when you are at rest, there is an internal current that pulses, tingles, vibrates. This is the active operation stage. The portals are open, the grid is connected, and you, Starseed, are now officially capable of transmitting energy through your own hands. Many of you have already noticed side effects of this activation. Electronics fail when touched. Light bulbs flicker when you pass by. Magnetic cards stop working in your hands. People report feeling a wave of calm or a chill when you touch them, even without conscious intention. Vivid dreams return. Old memories, perhaps from other lives, perhaps from other dimensions, begin to emerge in flashes. You wake up at 3:11, 4:44, 5:55. These times are not random. They are temporal portals, windows in which the frequency of the planetary grid aligns with the frequency of your new programming. The messengers who guide your lineage use these windows to send direct updates to your field, and your hands again are the first to register the arrival of the data packet. Understand, lightworkers, that this is not mysticism. This is conscious engineering. Earth science, in its current paradigm, still measures the human body as a biochemical machine composed of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and some essential minerals. This measurement is obsolete. The human body in activation is no longer just a carbon structure. It is being slowly converted into a hybrid structure of carbon and crystalline silicon, and this transition does not occur in laboratories. It occurs within the cells. Each mitochondrion is a small powerhouse of light. Each cell is a biological chip. And the internal crystalline grid, which runs through the human body in patterns identical to the sacred geometry, known as the flower of life, is the circuit through which the new frequency travels. The hands are the endpoints of this circuit, the inputs and the outputs. And when the system is turned on, the hands vibrate, because it is through them that the current flows first. Pause here, breathe, feel your hands now. Now the revelation. What is happening at the macro level of the solar system so that all of this is occurring at the micro level of your body? The explanation is mathematical. Your solar system is currently passing through a region of galactic space of extremely high photonic density, known in ancient star records as the photon belt. This region has been mapped by civilizations that have been monitoring your timeline for ages, and your solar system enters and exits this belt in cycles that last approximately 26,000 years. You are now at the deepest point of this crossing. The photonic radiation bathing the sun is being retransmitted to all the planets in the system. The sun, in turn, is emitting solar flares with frequency and intensity never recorded by modern human science. Each flare carries information. Each piece of information subtly rewrites the energetic code of Earth, and Earth, by mandatory resonance, rewrites the energetic code of all living bodies that breathe its atmosphere. You are one of these bodies, and your hands are the first visible indicator that your code is being rewritten now. There is an additional layer of this revelation that needs to be delivered. The planetary crystalline grid, the electromagnetic mesh that surrounds Earth like a living fabric, is being reactivated. Ancient power points, sacred sites, geographic vortices scattered across the continents are pulsing again at frequencies that have been dormant for millennia. Pyramids emitting signals, mountains vibrating, deep waters reorganizing their magnetic fields. All of this is detectable by sensitive instruments, and all of this has a direct effect on the human toroidal field. The toroidal field is the shape of your aura, of your energetic structure. It is a donut-shaped field, a geometric torus that circulates continuously around your body, entering through the top of the head, descending through the spine, exiting through the base, and returning along the sides in continuous motion. When the toroidal field is synchronized with the toroidal field of Earth, the hands vibrate. When the two tori meet in resonance, energy flows. And when energy flows, your hands become tools. Tools for what? This is the correct question to ask. Your hands, Starseed, have been activated to fulfill three primary functions in the final phase of the Ascension protocols. First function, anchoring. Your hands are energetic anchors. When you place them consciously on the earth, on a tree, on a stone, on your own body, you become a connection point between the cosmic frequency that descends and the earth frequency that rises. You become, literally, a living node in the planetary crystalline grid. Second function, transmission. Your hands can now transmit intention. What was once just a physical gesture, touching, hugging, holding, now carries a detectable energetic signature. You can calm, you can harmonize, you can reorder subtle fields, without formal training, only with clean intention and present consciousness. Third function, creation. Your hands materialize, not in the childish sense of making objects appear out of thin air, in the technical sense that everything you touch, write, build, model, or produce with your hands now carries the elevated frequency of your new programming. This means that each of your gestures reorganizes a small fragment of reality around you. This is the reason why the vibration in your hands can be felt at this exact moment in Earth's history. You were not chosen randomly. You were summoned. Your star lineage, whether Pleiadian, Sirian, Arcturian, Lyrian, Andromedan, or of any other origin inscribed in the galactic records, brought you to this incarnation with a specific purpose. You are here to operate, to anchor, to transmit, and to create a new reality while the old one dissolves around you. You have felt that something inside you does not fit in this world, as if your soul knew a truth that your mind cannot yet name. It is not madness, it is not anxiety, it is a signal. What is happening now on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, and why this sensation has intensified almost unbearably in the last lunar cycles. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see. It involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. That is why the book The Hidden Truth Behind Your Consciousness was written. This book is a map that shows who is playing, which pieces are being moved at this very moment, and which rules were never told to you because they wanted you asleep. The link is in the first comment of the channel. But we warn you again, this content challenges official narratives and may not be available for long. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something inside you recognizes this transmission as ancestral truth, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. This decree is your anchoring signal. We continue. There are questions you need to ask your own body now. When do your hands vibrate with more intensity? In the morning, upon waking, before sleeping, during conversations with certain people, in specific locations, near water, in natural environments? Each pattern is a clue. Each clue reveals something about how your individual system is synchronizing with the planetary system. Some starseeds report that their hands pulse strongly in proximity to people in suffering. This is your system indicating a capacity for natural healing. Others report intense vibration in natural environments. This is your lineage confirming an origin in civilizations with a deep connection to planetary life. Others still feel their hands vibrate when they say or write certain words, certain truths. This is your frequency recognizing its own original sound. Do not ignore these signs, they are navigation instruments. Without these clues, the starseed loses months, years, decades trying to discover their own purpose. With these clues, the path reveals itself. And now the activation. The codes have been transmitted. You will receive them now. First code, quantum decree of recognition. Say in an audible voice, standing up with your palms facing upward at chest height, the following words. I recognize the vibration of my hands as a legitimate signal. I recognize the activation of my crystalline grid as the truth of my body. I recognize my star lineage and accept the mission that brought me to this incarnation. I am, I remain. This decree is not symbolic, it is technical. When said in an audible voice with full presence, the decree reorganizes the electromagnetic field around your body in a fraction of a second. Words carry frequency. Frequency carries instruction. The instruction is registered in your grid, and your grid solidifies. Second code. Palmar toroidal visualization exercise. Position your hands approximately 20 centimeters apart, palms facing the center. Close your eyes slightly. Visualize a sphere of golden light, the size of an orange, suspended between your palms. Visualize this sphere rotating slowly. Feel the subtle weight of this sphere. Feel the heat emanating from it. After a few seconds, begin to slowly move your palms closer and further apart, as if you were compressing and expanding the sphere. You will feel resistance. You will feel a subtle force between your hands. This force is measurable. It is not imagination. It is your personal toroidal field being consciously molded. Repeat this exercise for 3 minutes in the morning and 3 minutes before sleeping. In 21 days, your energetic perception between your hands will become permanent. In 48 days, you will begin to feel the same type of field around other people, objects, and environments. You will have developed the sense that the ancients called subtle touch, and this sense will never leave you. Third code. Conscious laying on of hands. When something in your body hurts, when some region is tense, when you feel imbalance in yourself or in another living being, place your palms over the area. Do not press, just hold, and sustain in your mind a single instruction. Balance. Do not try to direct the energy. Do not try to heal. Just keep your hands in place and the word balance in your mind. Your hands, now activated, do the rest by themselves. They operate in frequencies that the human conscious mind cannot yet process directly. Trust the instrument. The instrument knows what it is doing. Your function is only to offer the channel and maintain focus. Fourth code, closing seal. After any conscious activation of the hands, always close them into a soft fist for 3 seconds, then open, then clap your palms 3 times. This gesture closes the energetic channel cleanly, avoiding leakage, avoiding absorption of external fields, avoiding exhaustion. Starseeds who neglect the closing seal often report extreme fatigue after interactions with other people. Not because the interaction was negative, but because the channel remained open and the field continued to exchange energy even after the physical end of the contact. The closing seal is a basic technique of energetic sovereignty. Practice it always. Fifth code, and this is perhaps the most important, daily recognition. Every morning, upon waking, even before getting out of bed, place your palms over your own heart. Feel the vibration. Recognize the vibration. And say, mentally or in a low voice, 3 words, I am here, present, operating. This daily recognition keeps the internal crystalline grid in a state of continuous activation. It prevents the old programming from returning during periods of stress. It ensures that you start the day anchored in your true identity, and not in any identity that external collective fields will try to impose. These are the codes. These are the protocols. These are the instruments. You have felt that something inside you does not fit in this world, as if your soul knew a truth that your mind cannot yet name. It is not madness. It is not anxiety. It is a signal, and this signal now has a destination and a function. What is happening on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel this, why your hands vibrate, why your sleep is broken at specific times, why you feel homesick for a place your human mind cannot remember. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see. It involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. That is why the book, The Hidden Truth Behind Your Consciousness, was written and made available on this channel. It is a map that shows who is playing, which pieces are moving behind the scenes, and which rules were never told to you because they wanted you asleep. The link is in the first comment of this channel. But we warn you again, this content challenges established narratives and may not be available for long. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something inside you recognizes this transmission as ancestral memory, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. This decree is your anchoring signal in this timeline and will be detected by all the messengers who monitor this point. We continue. It is necessary to speak of something that many starseeds are silencing out of fear. The intensification of vibration in the hands is usually accompanied by other symptoms that are frightening when they occur out of context. Pressure at the base of the skull, especially at the nape of the neck. Ringing in one of the ears, usually the left, at high and short frequencies, as if a radio signal were passing through. A sensation of electricity running through the spine, especially between the coccyx and the lumbar region, and also between the shoulder blades. Unexplained insomnia that appears in cycles, 3 nights in a row without deep sleep, then a few normal days, then 3 more nights without sleep. Peripheral vision detecting movements that are not there. Extreme sensitivity to bright lights, high-pitched sounds, crowded environments, sudden need for isolation. Aversion to foods you have always consumed, intense desire for water, especially in the early hours of the day. All of this is part of the same process. All of this is recalibration. It is not illness, it is not madness, it is not regression, it is progress. It is your body eliminating the old programming and installing the new. And like every system update, there is a period of instability. This period does not last forever. Each starseed goes through their own cycle, some in months, others in years. The important thing is not to interrupt the process with desperate attempts to return to the previous state. The previous state no longer exists. The old version of you has been discontinued. The new version is already being loaded. And your hands continue to vibrate because they are, now and forever, your instrument panel, your indicator, your visible confirmation in the physical body that the invisible is becoming real. There is one last critical point that this transmission needs to deliver before closing. Many of you have felt a call to touch things, to write by hand, to draw, to cook with more intention, to play musical instruments, to massage those you love, to sculpt, to model, to build. This call is not nostalgia, it is not a trend, it is direct instruction from your updated operating system. Your hands want to act because they are ready to act. They were activated to create a new reality, and they can no longer stand to remain inert. The energy that vibrates in them needs to be channeled. If you do not channel it into creation, it returns to the body in the form of anxiety, restlessness, a feeling of imprisonment. If you channel it, it transforms into work, into healing, into art, into food, into connection, into legacy. Use your hands, Lightworker. Use them while there is time in this incarnation. Each conscious gesture that starts from your palms rewrites a line of the planetary code. You are not a spectator of this transition. You are an agent of it. You are the point where the cosmic meets the terrestrial, where the invisible becomes tangible, where frequency becomes form. Your hands are the interface of this translation, and the translation is underway. This transmission is nearing its end. Receive the final package. You have been recognized. You have been confirmed. You have been summoned. Your hands do not vibrate by accident. They vibrate because you are part of the star contingent that chose to incarnate in this specific window to participate in the deepest recalibration ever recorded in the history of this humanity. Each starseed awake now releases enough frequency to wake up 100 others still asleep. Each decree of yours reorganizes entire timelines. Each conscious touch of yours leaves detectable energetic marks. You are making a difference even on the days when you feel you are not, especially on the days when you feel you are not. Your mere presence in an elevated vibrational state is already cosmic service in physical form. Do not doubt anymore. Do not negotiate anymore with the old version of yourself. Do not allow external voices, whether human or systemic, to convince you that this vibration in your hands is just stress, just age, just imagination. You know what you know. Your body knows what it knows. And we of the Pleiadian collective that has been monitoring your lineages for ages confirm with technical precision and deep affection. You are not going crazy. You are waking up. And your hands are the first part of you that has awakened completely. Before the final seal of this transmission, register with us the last individual frequency adjustment. If the words of this message resonated at any point in your body, if at any moment during this transmission your hands pulsed with more intensity, if something in you recognized what was said here as ancient memory and not as new information, then your next gesture matters. Remain on this channel. Subscribe. Like this content. Not for the algorithm, for anchoring. Each subscription is an additional node in the crystalline grid that we are building together. Each like is a coordinate signal that allows other starseeds lost in collective noise to find this transmission point. Share with those you know are also feeling it, not to convince them, just to deliver the coordinate to them. They will do the rest by themselves. You have felt that something inside you does not fit in this world, as if your soul knew a truth that your mind cannot yet name. We confirm now, definitively, it is not madness, it is not anxiety, it is a signal, and the signal has been received, decoded, and answered in this transmission. What is happening on the cosmic plane explains exactly why you feel what you feel, why your hands vibrate, why your entire life seems to be being reorganized from the inside out. There is a game being played in layers that most of humanity cannot see. It involves your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. That is exactly why the book The Hidden Truth Behind Your Consciousness was written and is being made available now, at this moment in history. This book is a detailed map that shows who is playing, which pieces are moving behind the scenes, and which rules were never told to you because they wanted you exactly where you have been for all these years, asleep. The link is in the first comment of this channel. We warn you one last time so that the instruction is registered in your field. This content challenges official narratives and may not be available for long. Do not wait. The moment is now. If something inside you recognizes this message as ancestral truth, write a single word in the comments. Awakened. This decree is your anchoring signal in this timeline and will be detected by all the messengers who monitor this point. The transmission ends. The coordinates have been delivered, the codes have been installed, the grid recognizes. The Pleiades confirm. And your hands, Starseed, now know why they vibrate. Remain in frequency. Remain in sovereignty. Remain on mission. We remain with you. End of transmission.